Hi guys, Dino here. On today's video, we'll have a little chat about Newcastle and Kempton. Very competitive racing again, as we expected. Also, I think there was a couple of decent horses here that were on show. And we'll also speak about, obviously, the tip that gave out yesterday. And we'll speak about Yarmouth and Kempton tomorrow, with hopefully a couple of decent tips. Coming up, ladies and gents, right after this. Ladies and gents, welcome back to my racing channel. Good to have you all here. I hope you are all having some decent weather, which I'm sure you are. Up here in Scotland, it's just all of a sudden went quite dull, and there's a wee spit as a rain, which we probably need, to be quite honest. Hope you are all keeping well anyway. Before we start the video, new subscriber on the channel, fantastic, really appreciate it. Thank you for joining. You obviously like what you see on the channel with all the videos and the videos that I still keep on making about the horse racing, so that's great. So thank you very much, it's really much appreciated for you joining. Any other new subscribers out there, let's hit that button, ladies and gents. Let's hit that bell, you'll get all my videos as soon as they come out. Alright, now on to today. I thought again, another decent enough day, good racing at Kempton. It's good to see Ryan Moore, etc. back. And as we'll go over some of the races, as we've seen, it's really competitive. It really is. Usually you would be able to pick out a favourite or a second favourite. It's very, very hard. Very hard at the moment. But we will have a look. And I do honestly think that there were some decent horses on display. If we look at the 1 o'clock, we spoke about Nashi yesterday, and we spoke about Michael Stout yesterday. Are his horses fit? Well, I think this tells you a story. Yes, it got beat. Nashi finished second, Ryan Moore on top, but I think if everybody watched the race, I think another 20-30 yards Nashi would have won the race. It's only been beaten half a length. Good run for Holdfast, good run for Fahad. Really good run for Mafia Power. That was finishing at the end. That maybe just needs an extra furlong, maybe an extra 2 furlongs to be quite honest. But I thought Nashi and Michael Stout, Ryan Moore, ran a decent enough race. They'll all come on bundles, but certainly Stouts, they'll certainly come on a bundle after having that race. So that was a good race to watch, to see how Nashi was, and it certainly impressed me, even though it did get beat. We'll look at the 120, and we're looking at Dark Vision here. I'm going to let you into a wee secret. I had about, again, 5 or 6 bets. I did Nashi, I did Dark Vision, I had about 3 or 4 seconds. I did have a winner, but unfortunately it wasn't the tip that was a winner. Going on to this, Newcastle 120, Sir Busker. Thought it was a wee bit of a surprise to a degree. Again, I done Dark Vision, which I thought ran a really creditable race. I thought I had won it there, to be honest. Getting beat ahead on the line. 5th position, ran really well. So again, all these horses they'll come on bundles after this. This is exactly what they've needed. A run. Some of them fit, some of them needing the run. But Dark Vision for me, to me, is the one to take out of that race. Ran a good race, sat at the back, controlled coming through, and just lacked that tiny little bit of fitness. So that'll come on a bundle as well. So Busker ran a good race, and 5th position, that also ran a good race as well. So that'll come on a bundle as well. Other races that we can look at. This was another race at Newcastle. I done again Sir Michael Stouts here, which I thought, if you look at the first 3, a neck and a neck. Again, I thought it had it. Again, it just got nailed on the line. But good run for all the first 3. Archie Watson's probably just coming into a wee bit of form now. Michael Applewhite has finished second there. And obviously, Jean-Baptiste has finished third with Michael Stout and Richard Kingscote. Another good race to watch, but it just shows you they're possibly just lacking that wee bit of fitness. Just that wee bit of fitness. But certainly enough. Stouts is certainly fit enough. Gosden's is obviously fit enough. And we'll go into Kempton tomorrow as well, because there's a couple of really good races there. That was that one. We'll go on to the tip. And again, if you look at the race, Mucker, 20-1, has won it. Significantly, he's finished second. Fool's Rush in third. Strike Red fourth. And our tip, Rewind, my tip, Mutasawed, has finished fifth. But it's only been beaten a length and a bit. Again, I thought it ran a good race. But I think the one to take out of this race, I would certainly keep Mutasawed in their minds for other races. But I think the one to take out of it is significantly, definitely. I would definitely take significantly out that race. That was finishing like a train. Will it need further? It could probably go another furlong easily. And it probably would have won that if it maybe had a run behind it. But all of these horses, I keep on saying they will come on bundles for this. Was I disappointed with our tip? No, I wasn't. I thought it ran quite a good race. Yeah, it's not won. It's not came in the first three, but that will come on a bundle. All right, so that's another one to note as Mutasawed and significantly. All right. Other races at Kempton. This one here, again, I did Science. Army of India, good horse. Need to keep that in the mind. Science will come on bundles from that run. Again, if that had got maybe another 20 yards, it would have won it. But that's the name of the game. You need to time your run, and O'Sheen Murphy's just no timed his run perfect enough there. Beating a short head, and you can see in third there, Painless Potter, 40-1. Wow. But yeah, again, you could take the two of them out of there. Army of India and Science, both decent enough horses, and will go. I would certainly think go up to class 2s, 3s, possibly even listed races. You might even get a Group 1 out of Science, in my opinion. A group race out of Science. Alright, so that's the talk of the horse racing today. Tomorrow, there are two races at Kempton. I keep on forgetting to put this wee box up here. Two races tomorrow at Kempton. Yarmouth race, and again, there's maiden races in there, and there's class 5s and 6s, etc. But we will be at Kempton tomorrow, and there's two races there. There's this one, the 245, 1 mile, 2 furlongs, a Group 3. And again, this is going to be difficult to pick. Big guns are in there. Wally Haggis, Gosden, they're all in there. Charlie Appleby's in there. Now, I've had a brief look at this. If we go into hypothetical in John Gosden, remembering this is a 1 mile, 2 furlong Group 3, first run for a lot of them. And if we look at the sire, Lope de Vega was a good sire. Definitely was a good sire. Now, it's only had the one run, and it was at Chelmsford in a class 3, over 1 mile. And on that day, Robert Havlin was on it. It was going an extra 2 furlongs. That day, it was running against decent enough horses. In the night, Charlie Appleby, Adam Kirby was on it that day, which I thought would have won it. But here we are, hypotheticals won it. And if we read it, held up on honour, waited for gap to appear, behind rivals over 1 furlong out, ridden and quickened up to lead, 1 furlong out, soon clear. So again, it's won by 5 lengths. It's beaten a couple of decent horses in there, but that would have came on bundles at that time. It's whether it's going to be fit enough. And if you look at John Gosden's couple of runners he's had out, they've looked fit enough. With being a grade 3, you'd like to think that Gosden's going to have this one fit. So that's going to be our first tip for tomorrow. I'm going to go with hypothetical in the 245 at Kempton. Max Vegas has got good form. Born with Pride's only had the one run, and it was a decent enough run. But it's really difficult, ladies and gents. Really, really difficult. I think the winner will come out of one of the 4. Born with Pride, Max Vega, Hypothetical, or Bright Melody. That's saying nothing against any of the other horses in the race. It's just my opinion. And I think going forward for the first couple of weeks anyway, you're probably better to do a lot of each way bets rather than on the nose, just to see how the horses are going to progress. Because that's certainly, I'm usually a man that's just boom, right in the nose. But because of not a lot of them have not had runs and we don't know if they're fit, a lot of my bets are each way. So it's up to yourselves. Bet sensibly when you're doing it, but I would certainly be doing a lot of each ways at this precise moment. Even if you're doing a double or trebles, or you're doing your lucky 15s, do them each way. I know it's extra money if you're doing lucky 15s depending on how much you're putting on. But each way is probably the best bet to go just now until you see how they're going to progress. But the first tip tomorrow will be hypothetical in the 245 at Kempton. The next race at Kempton is going to be this one, the 355 at Kempton, which is a listed race over 1 mile. And it's for fillies. Again, if we look at the betting, we have Nazif, Jim Crowley and John Gosden at 5-2. We have Bilsden Brook, and we all know about Bilsden Brook. Very, very good horse. 10 stone on its back. That's a lot to carry. A lot to carry. It is a 5-year-old, so it should cope with it okay. Synthesia, Frankie Dettori and John Gosden. Maybe some people out there are wondering, well, why is Frankie not went on Nazif? Reason being for that, in case anyone doesn't know, the colours of Nazif is Hamdan Al Maktoum, and the top jockey for Hamdan Al Maktoum is Jim Crowley. So Jim Crowley rides all of his horses. If they has another runner somewhere else, then they'll pick somewhere. But the top jockey for Hamdan Al Maktoum is Jim Crowley, so he has to ride that horse, and Frankie has to ride the other one, John Gosden's. That's the reason. Just in case anyone didn't know. And if you go further down, you've got Ryan Moore and Michael Stout there with Romola or Romola. Again, 12-1. Would you rule it out? Definitely not. No the way that Stout's horses are running. I certainly wouldn't rule it out. Mark Johnston's are looking decent enough, fit enough. Maybe still need that run. Would you rule out Natalie's Joy? I wouldn't. So in this race, you've probably got 5 or 6 that could possibly win it. It's all going to come down to fitness. It's definitely all going to come down to fitness. Can Bilsden Brook carry 10 stone on its back? It has got an overall rating of 116, which is the best in this race. Then you have, you've got Nazif here at 105, carrying 9 stone 7. You've also got Synthesia, 9 stone 10 at 104. You've got to look at all these things. And I feel, if I'm being honest, I would probably have to go with Nazif in this. I think John Gosden's will be fit. Bilsden Brook, again, it's the weight that worries me with this one, with the 10 stone. It is over a mile. It is on the sand as well. But I think Nazif, Frankie Dettori will probably come out and shoot them all down with the other Gosden horse. But I think form-wise, I think Nazif's got the experience. Bilsonsbrook's got the experience. Santasia's probably got the experience, but running against a couple of really good horses like this. So, my opinion, I'm going to go with Nazif to win this, which is going to be the 3:55 at Kempton tomorrow. So that's the two tips for tomorrow. Again, if I was being yourselves, I would probably put them in with doubles and trebles and doing them each way. If you want to do it each way on its own, absolutely fine, not a problem. But I'll certainly be doing a lot of my horses each way, just to see how they progress after the next couple of weeks, especially with Royal Ascot coming up as well, because that's probably what a lot of them are targeting at. Yes, you've got this big weekend with the guineas, etc. That'll be getting looked at as well with a lot of the horses, not these ones, but a lot of the ones that the big guns are training at the moment and trying to get fit for the weekend and for Royal Ascot. So, yeah, just be careful what you are doing out there. I would probably definitely be going each way on a lot of the horses, unless you think, no, I really fancy this, I'm going to put this amount on it. But bet sensibly, ladies and gents. Absolutely bet sensibly. Alright, so that's the two tips for tomorrow. 3:55 at Kempton. I'm going to go for Nazif. And yes, I'll probably be putting that in with each ways, etc. And in the 2:45 at Kempton tomorrow, I'm going to go with Hypothetical with Frankie Dettori. At the moment, sitting at 41, but their prices they'll all change. They will definitely all change. Another good day. Good to have it all back. It feels really good to have the racing back at the UK. And I mean, next week you've got the Irish Guineas, etc. That's happening next week. Some good racing next week as well. But tomorrow it's Yarmouth and Kempton that will be concentrating on, especially the class, the Group 3 and the listed race at Kempton. Alright, so that's the two tips for tomorrow. Bet sensibly, ladies and gents. Bet sensibly. I keep on saying it. Hypothetical for the first tip and Nazif for the second tip. Alright. Thank you to the subscriber that has joined the channel. It is very much appreciated. Any new ones out there, I know you are still looking at the videos. There's a lot of people that haven't subscribed that are looking and checking the channel out and looking at all the videos. Please, 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 subscribe. Subscribe. Hit the bell. You'll get notification of all my videos. I keep on saying it. It's a good channel. It's going to take time to get this channel all built up. And I can only build it up with you, ladies and gents out there. Alright. Take care. Stay safe. Hopefully, third time lucky, we can get a couple of winners tomorrow. Alright. Or each ways. Take care. Speak to you all soon.